Hey, everybody, it's Leon. I hope all is well and you're having a great weekend. Listen, I want you to be sure to stay focused here on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn starting tomorrow, because starting tomorrow, all of my podcast and internet shows that we've been working on now for the last month or so are going to be seen right here on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. You'll be able to see them all. The first show is called New Biz Buzz. That's our first show. That's going to air on Mondays at 7 o'clock. It's called New Biz Buzz. And what we do at New Biz Buzz, we talk to business owners that have businesses that are new, unique, or do something to help society. We've had 12 episodes of New Biz Buzz so far, and let me give you some highlights. We had a young lady who's a high school senior in Buffalo, New York, who started a homemade soap business. She was a guest on New Biz Buzz. We've had a local copyright editor named Joel Thomas, my son. He was a guest on New Biz Buzz. Jock Abreu runs silent retreats in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. He was a guest on New Biz Buzz. Dr. Moses McCutcheon, who has written a book called Planning Today for Success Tomorrow, where he talks to high school students and gets them prepared for college and helps them decide if they should go to college and also what their college major should be. Dr. Moses McCutcheon was a guest on New Biz Buzz. And another guest that I'll highlight, his name is Ira Cunningham. He's the operator of I Love Baltimore Personal Tours, a very unique sightseeing business in Baltimore. So be sure to watch New Biz Buzz. That's on Mondays at 7 o'clock. Our next show is called Real Thoughts in Conversation. Real Thoughts in Conversation airs on Wednesdays at 7. Wednesdays at 7, and you'll be able to see it right here on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Real Thoughts and Conversations. And what we do during Real Thoughts and Conversations is we bring regular people on, not politicians, not pundits, and we talk about real pressing now issues. For example, several weeks ago, our topic of discussion was, is America a racist country? And we had folks on the show that said America is a racist country. We had others on the show that said America is not a racist country. And we had civil discourse where we listened to each other right here on Real Thoughts and Conversation. You know how on some television shows or some radio broadcast, if the guests on the show don't agree with the host of the show, the host figures out a way to not allow that person to have airtime or voice time. That doesn't happen on Real Thoughts and Conversation. We want to hear disagreement, but there's a civil way to do it, and that's what we do on Real Thoughts and Conversation. Some other subjects we've talked about on Real Thoughts and Conversation are, should there be a minimum wage? We discussed that just because someone has a master's degree, should they earn more than someone who does not have a master's degree? We talked about the extra $300 and all the questions about unemployment, and how that may be affecting businesses from finding employees. We've talked about that on Real Thoughts and Conversation. Now, if you're a business owner or you know someone that is, and you think they would be a great guest on New Biz Buzz, or if you would like to be a guest on Real Thoughts and Conversation, send me an email. Here's my email address. Send the email to leonthetrainer@gmail.com. That's leonthetrainer@gmail.com. Now, let me tell you about the other show we have. We're producing a show for a young lady named Jasmine Pollock. Jasmine reached out to us several months ago and said she wanted to have her own show and she wanted to get into sports broadcasting, and we're helping her do that. Jasmine's first show, called First Impressions Sports, First Impressions Sports Talk, aired last Monday, and her show is going to be on right here on these same channels, Mondays at 8 p.m. Jasmine Pollock's First Impression Sports Talk. Last week, a great conversation about the NBA playoffs and comparing the GOATs, the greatest of all time in the NBA and in the NFL. This week, the topics of conversation on Jasmine's show, Jasmine Pollock's First Impression Sports Talk, the topics are going to be the Julio Jones trade. We're going to talk about the NBA playoffs, and we're also going to talk more about who is the greatest of all time. And also, the College Football Playoff Committee is meeting this week to possibly expand the college football playoff to 12 teams. All of those things will be discussed on Jasmine Pollock's First Impression Sports Talk, and you'll be able to see it right here on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn Monday at 8 o'clock. So we look forward to having you watch the shows. And if you want to be a guest, again, send an email to leonthetrainer@gmail.com. And if you didn't have a chance to write down the schedule, here it is again. It's going to play for you right now. Here's the schedule of all the shows right now. The schedule of all the shows is coming up right now. Here's the schedule for the shows.
Before we go, though, I want to wish Leon a happy birthday. And everyone out there could also wish him on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Happy birthday, Leon. Enjoy your day.
Thank you, Dr. J, my producer. Thank